I'm introducing my next artist now. We have a gentleman called Tyler Joe Miller joining me for a chat just to talk about his latest releases of music. Hello, Tyler. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Yeah, great to hear. I'm well, thanks. And it's great to have you on my show just to talk about your new single and release as well. But I just
Yeah.
wanted to ask my first question. How long have you been releasing music for as an independent? And how did your journey to country music originate?
Yeah, I guess I started playing music because I never grew up playing anything. I grew up actually wanting to be an actor, but when I was kind of like in high school, I started going to a church with a buddy of mine, and I wasn't too sure about the Jesus guy, but the girls were cute and the music sounded cool, so I picked up a guitar, and some guy kind of asked, he goes, "Oh, you're very extroverted. You'd be good on stage. Like, do you know how to play guitar and sing?" I was like, "I know Zeppelin on guitar, but that's about it." And I've never tried singing before, so uh, I guess I can try. And so he gave me some CDs and went, "Learn how to play and sing." And yeah, you're the new like music guy here. And so that's kind of how I got my start out with music. And yeah, it just kind of happened,
Hmm. So that
like oh,
Yes,
sorry, go ahead.
so that was then, and so we're on to now, and I understand you're coming into the UK very shortly. This is this your first time over here?
Yeah, this is my first time going over that side of the puddle. And I've always wanted to, I just never had the opportunity. But we just started putting music out, man, maybe 3 years ago. I think we're on our fourth year now, or heading towards that. And yeah, we started putting out music just at the start of the pandemic, which is apparently not a great time to start releasing new music as a new artist, but it ended up working out because I got signed to my independent label here uh, in Canada, and yeah, we have been doing a lot of stuff in the last couple of years, but finally, all of a sudden, we got this opportunity to come over to the UK, and we did an acoustic tour in Ontario here in Canada a couple of years ago, and so it's awesome that we get to bring that and our roster of artists over to the UK and do the same thing, but with some new songs and stuff. And so yeah, I'm excited to get over to the UK for the first time, and yeah, this the job is awesome because it gets it can really bring you to a lot of places that you didn't think you'd go to.
That's good to hear. And these dates you can find on your website.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
on tylerjoemiller.com.
tylerjmiller.com. I've got them actually here now, so I will read out a few. Where you're in the capital London on the 20th of September at the St Pancras Old Church.
Yeah,
And then next day you're up there in sunny Scotland, as I say, 21st of September, Edinburgh in the Voodoo Rooms.
yeah,
Then just over to Dublin Ireland on the 22nd of September at Whelan's. And then 24th of September in Manchester Gulliver's as well. So that would be a great show.
yeah.
Cool. And I wanted to talk about your latest single as well. What's it like when you hear your song having such great reviews from people?
Uh, it's relieving. You put music out there, and I'm obviously putting out music that I love and that I believe in, and that my label believes in. And so it's you're just hoping and praying that other people like it as well. And so this one, we've had a lot of really good reviews, and people think it's fun and catchy, and something that they can blast while they're driving, whatever, drinking, whatever they're
Mm.
doing. So it's relieving to hear that people love it, as much or maybe more than I do and then my label does. So that's always good to hear.
Your latest single's called "Let Her Get Away." You know, in songs you hear always hear on the radio, they're about songs about the one that got away, but this is called "Let Her Get Away." Could you just tell me briefly what this one's about?
Yeah, Let Her Get Away is about it's kind of talking about it's sort of like the somebody's trash is somebody else's gold sort of thing. Uh, Not saying that the girl in this song is trash. I'm saying that there's some people in relationships, and sometimes we're the bad guy, sometimes we're the good guy, but uh, sometimes, if you don't treat the girl the right way and the way that she should be treated, there's going to be somebody else that will. And so this song's kind of talking about all those guys, in this girl's past, that it's like, these are the guys that did pick up the tab. These are the guys that, made mistakes and screwed up. And, it sucks for her at that time, but, man, I'm pretty glad that it happened, because now I get to treat her right, sort of thing. And so, yeah, it's kind of talking about that. It's a bit of an ode to like the good guys out there. That it's like, they will finally win. They will
Yes.
eventually win. They'll get the girl, but sometimes it goes through a lot of other stuff beforehand. Uh, but makes them look a hell of a lot better.
Of course, and it's quite an upbeat song as well. When you listen to it, it's got a positive vibe to it.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's a fun. For me, it's got a bit of like a throwback, like '90s country sound, which is, I'd say my style is a bit like modern '90s country. And so, yeah, it's just a fun kind of poppy as in like upbeat song, but yeah, it's got a bit of a throwback to the music that I grew up listening to. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
I
cool.
think it's cool.
And I know simultaneously you have an EP out as well. I know on EPs you usually get about 4 or 5 tracks, but this has actually got about 11 tracks on there, plus bonus acoustic numbers on there too.
Yeah, yeah. This we put it out. Oh man, maybe a week ago now, something like that. Um, and yeah, it's called "Spilling My Truth," and this one it's got some songs in that we've had recorded for a long time, and so uh, basically we have all these stories and these songs that we've recorded and we wanted to put out, and they just didn't have homes yet, and so we're like, let's just put out all the stuff we got.
Mm.
And this album's just, telling a bunch of different stories, but it's kind of all telling one. And let's see, each story is just spelling their own
Mm.
truth. And so, that's a line out of one of the songs called "Should Have Known Better." And so, um, yeah, it'd been a couple of years since I put out like a project, uh, and so it's nice that we got to finally put out a bunch of these songs that we've been waiting to put out for a long time.
Brilliant. So these tracks have been sleeping for a while, but now it's time for them to be revived. And
Exactly. Now they're awake
yeah,
and ready
brilliant.
to go.
Cool. I just wanted to choose one track. Back to drinking whiskey as well. I know whiskey is well a tipple featured and mentioned in many a country song over the
Yeah,
decades. And yeah, that was my interview with Tyler Joe Miller. I just wanted to say thanks for joining me on today, and all the best with this record.
absolutely. Thanks for having me.
And hope we can catch one of your shows very soon.
Yeah, hope so. You got the dates right there,
Yep,
so let me know which one you can make it to.
brilliant. So I'm going to get your track now on the radio. Let's go with your latest release. Would you like to introduce it on the Let Her Get Away?
Absolutely. All right. Hey, this is Tyler Joe Miller, and this is my latest single called "Let Her Get Away."